Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
बेटा कौन बोल रहा है?
Nimra, ma'am.
How are you, Nimra?
Ma'am, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Okay, so let's give a minute so that everybody can join, right? So hello, Aruba.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. कौन बोल रहा है? Elia.
Elia Shafkat.
How are you, Elia?
Fine, ma'am.
Hello, Halima.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How about you?
Fine, thank you. So how's the new semester going? Have you guys settled down? Is everything okay?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है ना? And you're fine in the course as well? You've settled down, you know what you're doing? ठीक है? Hello, Nashra. Nashra, are you there?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, beta. How are you? Hello, Sahib.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you, Sahib?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What are we doing today?
What are you doing? I'm going to start in a minute, so I just want to give other people a chance to join, and then we start. Okay? Of course,
Yeah, sure.
we are continuing with chapter number 1. Okay? Okay, so today we are talking about the topic of accuracy and precision. Now, these are terms that we use in everyday life, but normally, like, we don't really use them very correctly, scientifically, from the scientific point of view. But when you're using them in science, you have to know exactly what you mean. And that's why we are studying this. So what is accuracy and what is precision? So I've written the definitions here. Accuracy is how close a measured value is to the actual true value. So please take a few seconds to understand what this means. And then what's the difference from precision? Precision is how close the measured values are to each other. So these are two different terms. Okay. So take a second to understand these, and then I'll give you an example which will help you understand further. Hmm. Okay, so I'm now going to show you an example, and I would give you a minute to work this out, and then you can give me the answer, each one of you, right? So let's see. Based on the definitions that I just shared with you. So this is the example, okay? So this is an example of, what is this? What do you see? This is an example of a, wait, can you see the example that I'm trying to show you? No, not yet.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to show you. Let me go to share again. New share and this one. Now you can see the example, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now try to understand this example from the point of view of accuracy and precision, okay? Which is the topic we're discussing. And I've already given you the definition for accuracy and for precision, right? So I will again put this definition on the same slide so that you can see and remember it. So this is the definition here, okay? Mhm. Okay. So now you have the definition and you also have the figure, and you have to understand from the perspective of accuracy and precision, what will be the answer. I'm going to give the question here. So the question is, you're going to tell me about each figure. We have 3 figures, right? So you're going to tell me about here. Okay. So accuracy and precision in figure 1. Is it low or is it high? This is what I'm asking you, okay? Then about figure 2, I'm asking you again about accuracy and precision. And I would like to tell you if this is low or high. And same for figure 3, I'm going to ask you about the accuracy and precision. Is it low or is it high? So take a minute to understand this, and meanwhile, I will take your attendance, okay? Achha. So I'm going to take your attendance. So we have Ahmar Fahad bin Ahmar, no. Hafiza Aisha, no. Sayyid Muhammad Ali Musa, no. Mahnur, not yet. Nimra, yes. Nimra, are you?
Present, ma'am.
Yes, good. Sayyid Izad Asad, no. Muhammad Ahmad Farooq, no. Muhammad Abbas Khabar Gill, no. Laiba Khalid, no. Sahib Khan,
Present.
yes. Elia Shafkat, Elia. Amna Maha,
Present, ma'am.
okay. Nashra Rashid,
Yes.
okay. Aruba Riaz,
Present.
okay. And Halima Ijaz,
Present, ma'am.
good. Nawab Siddiq,
Present, ma'am.
good. Sumavi Tahir, Saul Rifakat,
Present, ma'am.
good. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ji, who's speaking?
एलिया शफकत.
Yes, Elia.
यस मैम अटेंडेंस हो गई मेरी, वो मेरे ख्याल से आवाज नहीं थी आपको आई.
It's okay, I've marked it. Chalo, we come back to
ओके
the
थैंक यू.
and now you can tell me first your name and then you can answer the question and you will get a point for this. As I said, I'll be giving points for class participation. Okay. So you can look at these figures, you can look at the definitions and you can try to understand what is the answer to for the fill in the blanks that I have given you. So who would like to answer for figure number 1?
Me, Sahib.
Sahib.
Ma'am.
Beta, just a moment. Bari bari baat karni hai. Take your turns. Okay. So Sahib, yes. What's your answer?
For the first one, it's not accurate.
No, not nahi hai. The answer is either low or high. Batao.
Okay, so low accuracy and high precision.
So Sahib says it's low accuracy and high precision. Okay. Right. Do you want to answer number 2 also?
Yes, if you want me to.
Okay. So what's your answer?
So the next one is that it is a better accuracy, but it has poor precision.
So high or low?
Well, in those terms, I would say that it is a higher accuracy and lower precision.
And the third one?
And the third one is both high precision, high accuracy.
Okay. So is there anyone who disagrees with what Sahib has just said?
मैम एलिया शफकत.
It's Elia. No.
मैम आई थिंक थर्ड वन इज एक्यूरेसी हायर है और प्रिसिशन लो है थर्ड में.
So Elia thinks the precision is low. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sound pocket.
Bari bari. Okay. So Elia. Oh my God. He can. Samavi. Okay. एलिया थिंक्स बेटा आपका बहुत शोर क्यों होता है? लो प्रिसिशन है ना. और दूसरा हमें क्या नाम है? रफाकत. आपका पूरा नाम क्या है?
Sound pocket.
रफाकत, व्हाट वाज योर आंसर?
मैम ये सेकंड वन के अंदर एक्यूरेसी कम है और प्रिसीजन भी कम है.
Saul thinks it's low and low. है ना? Acha. Anyone else who would like to give an input?
मैम आमना मोहम मैम
आपने
फर्स्ट वाले में एक्यूरेसी लो है और प्रिसिशन हाई है और जो सेकंड वाला है इसमें एक्यूरेसी जो है वो भी लो है और प्रिसिशन भी लो है थर्ड वाले में दोनों हाई है
एक मिनट
एक्यूरेसी भी
आमना
हाई है और
आमना you
प्रिसिशन भी
saying
हाई है
एक मिनट आमना you saying कि accuracy is low
यस
and
मैम
precision is low and the third one is
बोथ हाई
the same है ना? Okay, you agree with the third one. You only differ in the second one. Okay, anyone else?
यस
Anyone who would like to give any input?
मैम साउंड
राहुल रफा नहीं कौन बोल रहा है?
साउंड रफाकत
राहुल आपका अभी लिखा है मैंने आपने जो बोला है
बस एक ही करना चलो ठीक है मैम
आपने आपने अभी आपने तीनों का बोलना है तो बता दो आई डोंट माइंड आपका एक आंसर डिफरेंट था ना देन व्हाट वी हैव ऑलरेडी रिटन यही बात है
ठीक है ओके मैम
ओके यस एनी अदर पर्सन हु वुड लाइक टू गिव एन इनपुट Okay, so let's start discussing why you think the answer is what you say it is. So, Sahib, can you start? For the first one, you said that the accuracy is low and the precision is high. Please explain why.
Well, the accuracy is low because if you see those dots, they are not near to the central point, which is the red spot.
So,
And for, yes?
हाँ ठीक है okay.
And for its precision, those values are, those dots are in the same area, they are closer to each other.
Okay, so this is a dartboard. The example we are using here is a dartboard, as you can all see. So you all understand what is a dartboard? It's a game that most people play. So you have these such a shape on the wall, and you have the actual value where you're trying to hit the arrows is in the center. So this is the actual or true value in this case. Actual or true value in this case. And according to the definition that we've written, the accuracy is how close a measured value is to the actual value. So these all the darts that you have thrown are not close to the true value, and therefore the accuracy is low. And the precision means how close the measured values are to each other. These values are close to each other, though they are not close to the true value, and therefore it has a high precision. So this is correct. So this answer is correct. And I think most people got it right because no one disputed this answer. So here we have the explanation, and this is the correct answer. Now we go to number 2. So number 2 may who disagreed with us? Saul, you disagreed है ना? आपने कहा था दोनों low हैं, है ना? Saul Rafa.
यस मैम
हाँ, तो आप can you explain why you think it has a low accuracy?
मैम लो एक्यूरेसी इसके लिए क्योंकि ये एक्चुअल जो ट्रू वैल्यू रेड स्पॉट उस पर नहीं है इस वजह से इसकी एक्यूरेसी लो है प्रिसीजन इसकी लो इसलिए क्योंकि ये सारे जो डॉट्स हैं ये इकट्ठे नहीं है ये स्केटर है इस वजह से
अच्छा. And Sahib, you said high accuracy and low precision. Can you explain why?
Well, for precision, I can say that I made the right answer, but for accuracy, I think it. I mean, I'm not sure about it because it also has low accuracy. Uh, those are not really close to the red spot. But at one point, I also thought that comparatively they are closer to the red spot. So, I mean, if you judge by that, I'm not sure how closer it must be that we should call it highly accurate.
Okay, actually it is closer than the first case. So we can say this is high, right? And they are, you can see these are close, but these are scattered. And therefore we can say that this is low. Okay. Now we come to the third case. Now, in this case, we have the answer. One person said high and high, and the second person said low precision, right? So, Elia, can you please explain your answer?
एक्चुअली मैम मैंने डेफिनेशंस को दोबारा रीड किया था, तो इसमें एक्यूरेसी में उन्होंने बताया है कि हाउ क्लोज एक्चुअल वैल्यू इसका हम ये एक आइडिया लगा लेते कि ये रेड एक्चुअल वैल्यू है, तो एक्यूरेसी में तो रेड वैल्यू के ऊपर एक्यूरेसी पे तो ये सारा हाई जा रहा है, लेकिन मैंने यहाँ पे गलती कर दी, मैंने प्रिसिशन में इसको लो कर दिया, लेकिन ये है सारे एक दूसरे के सारे क्लोज हैं, तो ये प्रिसिशन हाई हो जाएगा। मैंने बाय मिस्टेक लो कह दिया था, लेकिन ये दोनों हाई हैं
Now your answer is high.
अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेफिनेशंस।
Very good. Okay, so that's very good. So I'm going to give points to Sahib and to Elia. Okay.
थैंक यू मैम।
Okay. So let's see. So meanwhile, you can all understand. We've had a discussion. We've given you choices.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes. कौन बोल रहा है?
Ma'am,
Name first.
Amna Maham. Amna Maham here.
You're what?
Ma'am, I have a question that is Amna Maham.
Amna Maham. Yes, Amna Maham.
Ma'am, can you bit elaborate that how accuracy is high in second one, because it's a mild one, like it's between high and low. So can you please elaborate how we will judge that we have to do it low or how we have to go for high?
High because these are closer to the red point. Okay, it's not completely perfect, but this high is a relative term. Okay, so in that respect, it's closer. You know, these ones were really far away, so that's why we said it's low. But these ones are closer, and that's why we're saying high. It's not a absolute answer; it's a relative answer. Okay. Okay, you have to choose from the choices.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now we go to the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
topic, and
Thank you.
you're welcome. Now we go to the next topic, and again, this is chapter 1. And are you studying regularly the topics that we're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you know that you
Yes, ma'am.
have an assignment due on Monday, right? So please study regularly because it's very simple and basic, but you need practice. Okay. So I'm now going to share this chapter with you. So this is your chapter, and the topic now that I would like to talk about is significant figures. Okay. So this is the topic. So we talked about exponential notation, in the previous classes. We talked about the scientific notation. We talked about the prefaces, the metric system, the system of units. And then another thing that we have to understand when we are working with scientific measurements is the concept of significant figures in a measurement. And this, the number of significant figures in a measurement reflects the accuracy of the observation. Okay, so when you read this, you will see that the integers known with certainty plus the next figure are called significant figures. So we can use this as a definition. And then there is an example. This is an example. 30.4 centimeters, suppose, is a measurement that you measured with a meter ruler. You know that a normal ruler, for example, or a meter ruler that you have in the lab, you have divisions marked in centimeters in that case. And suppose you measured something between 30 and let's say 31, and then you have small divisions inside and they were 4, and then your answer was 30.4 centimeters. So the number of significant figures in this example is 3. In this case, we have taken the first two integers because we are sure about them. So this is with certainty. And the third one was an estimate. So the number 0.4 is an estimate. So the first two certain digits and the third estimate, and the total number of significant figures in this example is 30.4. So this, if for example we wrote this in the SI system, then we would write this as 0.304 meters. So how many centimeters are there in a meter? Yes.
100 centimeters.
100,
100 centimeters.
100. So if you divide this by 100, the decimal point will move towards the left 2 places, and this is what you would have the answer in meters. Okay, but the number of significant figures will remain the same whatever unit you're using. So it is still 3 significant figures, because the first 0 is only used to represent the decimal place. Okay, so the number of significant figures depends on these 3. So similarly, the measurement, as we've just discussed, has 3 significant figures. But suppose that we had a measurement in which we had written something like this. And if this was the answer, then the number of significant figures in this case would be from here to here, which is 4 significant figures. So a 0 in this case is used to indicate the position of the decimal point. This 0 is not called a significant figure, but the 0 that we have here is called a significant figure. Okay, so you have more examples in this explanation as well. So you can, for example, consider a length of 10 millimeters, and 10 millimeters, as you know, can be written as 0.01 meter, or it can be also written as this could also be written as a length of 0.01 meters. Okay, and because it's 1 centimeter, or it could be written as 0.010 meter. Okay, so which one is correct in this case? So the correct answer should be this one. Okay, because the line was measured to 2 significant figures, because these are 2 significant figures, and therefore we are saying that this 0 before is not considered a significant figure. So if we want 2 significant figures, then we have them here. So these are 2 significant figures. So again, there are other examples of how we talk about significant figures. For example, if you have a number which is complete like this is a precise measurement. There are no decimal points in this case, and therefore all the digits in this case are called significant figures. Okay, but then again, if the measurement is not precise, it's an estimate. Okay, then the figure is an estimate, and probably this has been estimated to the nearest 1,000, and therefore there is ambiguity in this case, and hence if we write this as a scientific notation, we will write it like this, and the number of significant figures in this case will be 2. Okay, and so these are some examples that we can pay attention to. Okay, and you can understand these from here. So we can again do some examples in order to understand them. So because as we are talking about measurements, observations, how to record data, so we have to understand these concepts. So I'm going to give you examples, and you can then we discuss those examples, and then you can understand these concepts. Okay, so okay, so let me give you an example of okay, so you can try to work it out. How many significant figures do we have in this case? So you can take
3.
who is speaking?
3.
कौन बोल रहा है?
Amna ma'am.
Amna Maham says these are
Amna ma'am.
ठीक है Amna. Okay, your answer is 3. Okay, so Amna Maham says these are 3 significant figures. Anyone else who would like to give an answer? Yes, do you all agree these are three significant figures?
Yes, ma'am.
कौन बोल रहे हो?
Halima Ijaz.
Halima Ijaz. Good. So it means you understand it. So Amna gets a point for this. Okay. And I'll give you another one to solve. So let me give you another one.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. 105. Second one
Excuse me, ma'am.
is 0.052. जी कौन बोल रहा है?
मैम एलिया शफकत मैम आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि किसका 3 कैसे आया तो प्लीज कैन यू एक्सप्लेन मी
Yes, Amna, will you explain this? Amna, do you want to explain?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Basically, ma'am, tell us the significant figures are like a point is there to tell the position. So significant is not the zero before seven, but after the seven. After seven and later on this the zeros are after the seven. Basically, point and the first the zeros before seven are to show the placement of the point that it is the value like in that is placed, but the significant figures are only seven. Like that was due to the that can be due to the unit might be so that has been converted into this. The significant figures are the only one those starting from the digit, like the original seven.
Okay, right. So, Elia, did you understand it? Again, I would refer to the textbook, the chapter that I just discussed with you. In that case, also, it was explained that the zero before, which is just for the decimal purposes, is not counted, and then the digits afterwards are counted. Okay. Another case of explaining this is Aisha Ahmed is just entering the class. Aisha Ahmed, I'm not going to mark your attendance. Okay, so for example, if this was 0.00700 kilometers, and it means if we, for example, convert this to meters, this will be 7.00 meters. And you can see that if you are using, it means that you measured 7 exactly with certainty, and then you had 2 more places. Let's say this was marked in the centimeter grade, right? And therefore, these were the significant figures in this case. Okay, so now please work out the second one.
Ma'am, it has two significant figures. It's
Who's,
यस
Halima
मैम
here.
who's,
Amna ma'am, two
नहीं,
मैम
significant
अभी
figures.
किसने बोला है पहले?
Halima Ijaz.
Halima. So Halima says that this example has two significant figures, right? Okay, so do you all agree to this?
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम
यस मैम
So
Yes, ma'am.
Halima gets a point
Yes,
for
ma'am.
that. I can leave you with another question. Okay, so you can think about this one. And Amna and Halima.
Ma'am, is this the only number 737 point?
Point is the decimal.
No, I'm asking that point के बाद कुछ भी नहीं है.
कुछ भी
बस
नहीं है.
point तक ही है.
हाँ, बस point ही लिख दिया.
मैम आई बिलीव कि इसका 3 होगा.
ये कौन बोल रहा है?
Because
हाँ?
आमना वहाँ मैम.
Amna Maham.
आमना.
Okay, Amna. So you think
बस
it is,
point के बाद तो कुछ नहीं है.
okay. So Amna thinks that these are three significant figures. Okay. ठीक है, Amna. You want to take all the points today? So
मैम बाकी सब अगर लेना चाहते हैं हम बोल लें.
so these are three significant figures. So these are just simple, very simple, basic concepts. You just need some practice. Look at the rules first, understand them, and then you can use them to answer any question that is given to you. Okay. And
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम
जी कौन बोल रहा है?
एलिया शफकत
Yes,
मैम ये 370 पॉइंट अगर साथ इसके लास्ट में 0 आ जाता तो फिर ये 4 होना था कि 3 जाना था।
हाँ फिर वो चेंज हो जाएगा। इसकी डिटेल आपको अभी मैंने टेक्स्ट में दिखाई, उसमें डिफरेंट सिनेरियोस को डिस्कस किया हुआ है, ठीक है। सो यू कैन
ओके ओके
हाँ यू कैन गो एंड लुक इनटू दैट, ठीक है। सो आई एम गोइंग टू गिव अनदर एग्जांपल। सो 10.0 ये बताएं।
मैम
3
कौन बोल रहा है?
साउंड रफाकत
Saul Rafaqat said 3 significant figures. Do you all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम
Good, Saul. ठीक है, you get a point. So let's Saul Rafaqat. Saul. Okay. अभी एक बच्ची क्लास में एंटर हुई है, आयशा। हेलो आयशा।
यस मैम।
बेटा आप इतनी लेट आए हो।
मैम मुझे याद नहीं था, मैंने अभी टाइम देखा
तो बेटा
तो फिर मैंने किया ज्वाइन।
अपना शेड्यूल अपने सामने रखो, सेट अप योर टाइम टेबल, ठीक है।
यस मैम।
फॉलोइंग द स्टैंडर्ड टाइम दैट यू हैव, ठीक है।
यस मैम।
इज दिस योर फर्स्ट क्लास?
नो मैम।
आप पिछली क्लास में
पहले
नहीं, पिछली में भी नहीं?
यस मैम, ऑनलाइन नहीं लिया, बाकी इन पर्सन नहीं है क्लास।
अच्छा ठीक। आपको काम सारा पता है, मूडल से भी अपडेटेड रहें, आपकी साथ साथ प्रैक्टिस भी करें, बिकॉज अब एक असाइनमेंट भी ड्यू है एंड दिस विल बी बेस्ड ऑन चैप्टर 1, सो आपने उसको अच्छी तरह से प्रैक्टिस करना है, ठीक है। रिकॉर्डिंग्स देखें आप,
Yes,
जो
ma'am.
मटेरियल आपके साथ शेयर किया गया उसको पढ़ें, ठीक है, और प्रैक्टिस करते हैं।
ओके मैम।
ठीक है। So I can leave you with one last example because the meeting is going to end. Okay. Okay.
6 मैम
कौन बोल रहा है?
6, ma'am.
पहले किसने
I'm
बोला?
on 6.
एलिया शफकत मैम
Elia. Good. Okay. So Elia, you get the point again.
थैंक यू मैम
So it was easy, right? And it was fun. है ना? मुश्किल तो नहीं है?
Yes, ma'am.
It's very easy. There are some simple rules you have to follow, and that's it. So therefore,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
practice these concepts. ये सारे concepts जो हैं, I'm sure you have already studied them
Ma'am.
before. हाँ जी, कौन बोल रहा है?
सेकंड लास्ट साहिब, सेकंड लास्ट में 2 सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स नहीं है?
अच्छा एक मिनट, अभी I'm going to say the meeting is going to end and it will end any time. So Elia, can you explain how you got your answer?
एक्चुअली मैम जैसे लास्ट में मैंने आपसे पूछा।
एक मिनट, क्वेश्चन किसने पूछा है?
साहिब।
साहिब आप ना, ये जो बुक में टेक्स्ट है ना, अगर मैं अभी दोबारा से आपके साथ शेयर करूं, यहाँ पे ये सब एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है, ठीक है। आप इस यहाँ से पढ़ लेना, यू विल गेट द आंसर, ठीक है। यहाँ से पढ़ के फिर आप दोबारा सॉल्व करना, ठीक है।
Okay.
Okay, so we are now close to the end of the meeting, so I would like to thank you all and I would guide you